We're Sid and Mackie, and for the past 6 years, we've been racing mountain bikes professionally and traveling in our van. In 2020, however, we had to put both racing and van life on the back burner so that I could focus on healing from a major nerve injury.
I wanna make it up to you, start something new. Yeah, I've been thinking.
The past 18 months have been incredibly difficult, and I'm a long way from getting back to racing, but every step counts. And today, I'm taking a pretty big step in getting back on the trails for the first time in way too long.
You're on the wrong team. Oh, there's a light and there's a fire coming out of me.
So we are heading out for a ride, and we couldn't find the van keys anywhere. Mackie, where did you find them?
Well, I figured maybe I'd left them in the van and locked us out, which we have a hidey key, so it's fine.
But now you
But
told
no.
everyone that we have a hidey key.
They were right here.
Also, Judy has been chewing on
Gorilla
the
tape.
electrical tape.
I think it's even Gorilla
Alright,
tape.
well, no one stole the van.
No one
It's still
stole the
here.
van.
We're good.
We have the keys.
We're gonna stop vlogging now because someone's mowing, but catch you later.
All this time, I've been feeling hopeless till you came around, came around. All this time, you're the only reason I'm not chasing highs, chasing highs. What is love? Lately I've been wondering just what is love, what is love? I don't know, no one ever showed me I've been on my own for too long. But if you hold me now, let me into your heart. Maybe I can start to love again and tend to my scars. Can you show me?
So just before we get 100 comments about it, yes, I do have a band-aid on my neck. It's a long story. Actually, not that long of a story. The moral of the story is that if you are working out in a gym that requires masks, you should not wear the same cloth mask for like 3 months without washing it, because you will get weird infections on your neck. We are, where are we?
We are at White Ranch Park, I believe.
In Denver-ish? Denver?
Yeah, west of Denver.
This is a new place that we have not ridden.
Yeah.
While being here in Boulder. Well, I haven't ridden anywhere. More on that in a second.
But it's e-bike legal, which is excellent, and most of the stuff in this area is not.
Almost nothing in Boulder County is, which I have thoughts about, but we don't need to get into that right now. Well, Mackie's gonna go do some intervals, I'm gonna edit a video, and then we're gonna go on a ride together. I've not ridden on a trail in a very long time. This is the maiden voyage. I started riding again in January, and it did not go well at all. Caused a major flare-up with all of my nerve issues in my leg. It's pretty gnarly, pretty frustrating, because I thought I had made a lot of progress at that point. So starting about mid-February, we pulled riding out entirely off the table, and I didn't ride from then until May. So like 2 weeks ago. Last day of April, April 30th, was actually my first time riding. At this point, we had decided there was absolutely no need to try to ride a normal bike. Like, it is totally okay to just ride an e-bike. That allows me to do some things that are actually fun. And also I'm able to keep things very, very controlled. That's what I've been doing for the last few weeks, and it's gone well so far. My plan for at least the first few months of the summer is to just have fun, ride e-bikes, hopefully get back to the bike park at Angel Fire when we're back in Taos in mid-June, Angel Fire or Pajarito, and work on my skills again. It's really been 18 months since I've ridden. I did ride the e-bike a little bit last year, but obviously it was very guarded, having a lot of issues pretty much every time I rode, not really having that much fun. It's been 18 months since I've really ridden a mountain bike, so that's wild, and probably forgotten how to do it, so you guys will be along for the ride as I see if I remember how to ride.
What is love? Lately I've been wondering just what is love?
Good dome glow.
What is love? I don't know.
So currently my pre-ride warm-up routine situation, it's really bright out here, sorry for the blink. My pre-ride warm-up routine takes longer than my riding, especially if you factor in the post-ride mobility work. So I'm gonna work on that while Mackie does intervals. This is probably something I will be doing for the rest of my life, so just trying to embrace that.
I just wanna come alive.
All right, time to start the first interval. I've got 6 of them again. Yeah, 6 8-minute intervals, 2 minutes in between. Similar to what I've been doing recently, but I've never been on this trail. So based on the elevation profile, it basically just climbs for 1,300 feet. So that should be plenty. Go up, turn around, come back down. But I don't know how technical of a climb it is. So I'm going to find out. I'm looking forward to it. Here goes the first one. Okay, that's halfway through, 4 intervals out of 8. The problem with going up and back is sometimes you get on a really rough section. This is actually slightly better than the section right before it. And because you're going up and back on the same section, you have to do that really rough section over and over. That's where I'm at right now. Definitely hard. I've been doing these primarily on the road recently, so it's very good for me to be doing them on the trail. I have to work harder to keep the same power, which doesn't really make sense, but it's true. Okay, I better get ready for the next one.
Before I head out to ride, I want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of this video, Competitive Cyclist. As you guys know, I was in a really weird headspace for most of last year and I wasn't able to ride my mountain bike. During this period, I actually donated and gave away a lot of my mountain bike gear. I think assuming that I would get new gear this year. As you guys know, everything is sold out of everything. So that's been a little trickier. Luckily, Competitive Cyclist is in stock of a lot of mountain biking gear, including this new helmet, which I just got. This is the Laser Jackal. Similar to the helmets that Mackie and I wore last year, which were the Laser Impala helmets. This helmet is a little bit lighter. It has better ventilation. It has more space to put goggles if you are gonna go like full enduro, which I'm not doing today. And there's space for camera mounts, light mounts, all of that. All around, it's just a really nice fitting helmet. And I do think fit is a huge part of it for helmets. I always look for something that has MIPS protection and has a high protection rating. And then beyond that, just going for something that fits me. Another thing that we really like about this helmet is that it has the sort of rotating claspy thing. I don't know what the technical term is, which means it tightens around your whole head. I really hate it when helmets only tighten like the back part. As you can see, this plastic part goes all the way around. So when you tighten this knob, you can just get a better fit. It also allows you to wear the helmet with lots of different hairdos. Not relevant to 94% of our audience, but you never know. So if you want to try out this helmet or anything else on Competitive Cyclist, if you also gave away all of your mountain biking things last year because you were depressed, you can go to competitivecyclist.com via the link in the description and pinned comment of this video and use code SIDMACKY15 for 15% off. Some exclusions apply.
All right, my intervals are all done. Sid's on her bike. We're gonna go ride some bicycles.
Technical issues.
Technical difficulties? What are your technical difficulties?
My heart rate monitor is not with the program.
Come on, heart rate monitor. Get with the program.
Or I'm dead. Oh, there
Wait,
it goes.
I heard something.
Yep, there we go.
Okay, you're not dead after all.
We're live!
This place is actually really gorgeous. The views are spectacular.
Oh yeah, this is the driveway to the mansion.
Yeah, this is the mansion driveway. Thanks. Have a good one, guys. Oh. How was it you? Thanks for waiting for husband. Whew.
I didn't feel like my legs were going that hard, but my heart rate really spiked.
Sid is making me work real hard here, guys. Real hard. Maybe I should have just counted riding with her as my intervals. But you know what? I don't care. I'm stoked that we are getting to ride together. Yes, indeed. I expect she'll wait for me at the top. So we've never been up here before, and all I've ever done is go up and down that climb we just did. So fortunately, these trails show on the stage's dash. So we're sort of just winging it, and hopefully we'll find a cool descent. How you doing?
Good. Yeah.
What do you think?
I'm not out of breath. You're out of breath.
I am very out of breath. What's the plan?
But I think we're gonna take this. This is the first like trail that we found. We're gonna take it.
Maverick
Called
Trail.
Maverick. Seems appropriate.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, we could keep going and try to find something a little gnarlier, but I think
We just don't know the area, so like there could be something gnarlier. There could be.
I'm only supposed to ride for like an hour, maybe an hour.
Okay.
15.
Yeah. No, and we're at
I'm
what,
being
like 30
good.
minutes now?
Probably more.
40 minutes. Okay.
We better take this.
We better
one.
take Maverick. All right, I'm ready when you are. I mean, it looks promising given that it seems to disappear. Wee-ho!
Try not to die.
Try not to die.
The line didn't quite work how I was hoping it would.
Yeah. Whee! Whee! It is really fun.
Note to yourself, do a bolt check when you haven't ridden your bike forever. I was like, everything sounds really loud. Well, yes, it's falling apart.
Well, maybe that's because it's loose.
Yeah, I think it's this one actually. Or maybe this one? I think it's this one.
Oh, yes. Sid wants to go hunt them down.
I got passed while I was fucking with my balls.
Not fair. Past wall bolting. Man, those water bars are kind of awkward.
I think I'm losing my phone. Will you holler if something flies out of my pocket?
Yep. I'm ready. Woohoo! Well, I say we vote. I vote we take the bikes only, no hikers or horses one. No, no apologies. Well, I like this one.
Me too.
Nice and rocky. Nice.
Wasn't ready for that. All the other ones have been like a lot more like.
Yeah, that one was like a solid drop.
Kind of spot. Oh,
Oh, maybe that's our climbing trail, I guess. Oh, I gotta say, this is a beautiful climbing trail. Good grade, good views. Creaky bike. What can I say? Things are good. What'd you think?
it was fun. It was a good trail.
How'd you feel?
I mean, I would say good considering.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I just like was really stoked to be riding trail.
You
yeah.
looked good.
Yeah.
Like you looked like you were riding well.
I feel like mentally, I don't think I have any like mental hang-ups about descending from this injury, which is nice.
Nice.
Obviously, I don't have the fitness for descending. Like my heart rate was pretty high on short periods of descent, and like my arms aren't too tired, but like I was feeling my hands a little bit.
Hands.
Yeah, and like my feet kind of wanted to cramp. I'm like, cool, we've been descending for like 3 minutes, so
It was a little bit longer than that. That was a decent descent.
it was a decent descent, and it was like solid for like a blue trail too.
And it kept having.
Maybe we weren't on the blue trail.
I think that was not a blue trail, because like
the top was
the top part, yeah, Maverick.
and then we got
was
on some
blue.
other thing.
Yeah, because that definitely, like when we dropped in, I was like, yeah, that's not really a blue trail.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a good test though. Like
Totally.
I know I've been riding enough to know that I was gonna feel fine on like a swoopy trail.
Yeah, well, you've been riding on pavement, and swoopy trails are essentially pavement, but swoopier.
Yes and no, but yeah. Someone's gonna take issue with that statement in the comments, but Mackie Franklin. Flow trails are basically pavement, but swoopier. Yeah, so I was glad that we got to actually ride something, because that bike is kind of a monster truck, so like, it felt pretty good.
Well, and you were hitting like Especially that one drop that we came around the turn and like all of a sudden it was like, oh, big like
Yeah.
awkward huck drop
Tuck
shoot
to like
thing.
V-shaped thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would probably have more trouble with that the second time around now that I like know that it's coming. I was just really committed. I'm not there physically at all. Obviously, like I can't do that climb at all, except with the E-assist.
Yeah.
That's just like the way things are right now.
Yeah.
Descending wise, I think it'll be good to get some time at Angel Fire and like get that descending strength back, but I don't think, I didn't really know if I would be like terrified of things.
Yeah. Yep.
And I'm not, so that's good.